Hey everybody, it is RidlyGT here with another Heroes of the Storm video. Today we're taking a look at Valla, everybody's favorite demon hunter. Now, Valla is probably the most noob-friendly assassin in Heroes of the Storm. Her abilities are very basic, and she kind of fits into the mold of very easy to learn, very difficult to master. Now, this is a fantastic hero for a lot of newer players to start with, so right now we're going to take a look at her abilities. Her first ability is a Q. It is Hungering Arrow. Many of you remember most of these from Diablo. It shoots an arrow that will hit a target multiple times. Her second ability is a multi-shot. Now, multi-shot shoots a bunch of arrows in a cone in whatever direction that you choose. And her third ability is a vault, and this is going to push Valla. She will roll towards whatever direction you select. Now for her heroic abilities. The first one is called Rain of Vengeance. This is going to summon two waves that are both going to damage and stun enemies in a straight line. Now keep in mind whenever you do cast this that the waves are far enough apart that an enemy can just simply run out and avoid getting hit with the second one. Her second heroic ability is called Strafe. You will spin like a top and do a massive amount of damage to every hero around you. Now, the really important thing about Strafe is that you can use Vault while doing it. It allows you to be a bit more offensive or a bit more defensive depending upon the situation. Now, Valla, as easy as she is to play and as difficult as she is to master, has one massive drawback. It is that she is made of paper, and not even the good paper. She's made of horrible, crappy, one-ply toilet paper. She is incredibly squishy. She really can't take a hit. She is the definition of a glass cannon. Now, what does this mean for you guys? This means that positioning is of the utmost importance. Knowing your limits, knowing when you can go in and when to run, are hands down the most important thing when playing Valla. There are a couple of builds now that are all viable for Valla, and it really depends on your comfort level with the hero. We have the right-click build, or you have the all-around that focuses a bit more on Hungering Arrow, but we are going to be looking at the multi-shot build. This is hands down the best build for newer players. So at Tier 1, you'll be picking up composite arrows. Now, this is going to increase the range of your multi-shot by about 20%. It's going to make it substantially easier to hit. Now, taking a look at Tier 4, there's really only one talent for this build in this tier, and it's going to be Arsenal. Why is it Arsenal? I will tell you, because not only is your multi-shot going to be ramped up as much as humanly possible, but now we're going to throw grenades with it. Yes, grenades with multi-shot. I really shouldn't need to explain that anymore. Taking a look at Tier 7 now, we're going to be picking up one of the staples of many Assassins builds. This is going to give you a bit more burst and a bit more flexibility with when you can output substantially more damage, and that's going to be Searing Attacks. Now, you're going to activate this to increase your basic attack damage at the cost of mana, and for Valla, don't really have that concern. She usually doesn't run into huge mana problems. But your heroic abilities at level 10, yes, we are indeed going to pick up Strafe. Now, Rain of Vengeance can be very good. It's great in a vacuum. However, Strafe has the flexibility to be able to adapt to pretty much any situation. It is always good, and it is hands down our suggestion for level 10. At Tier 13, Giant Killer is going to be your best pick if you are up against a couple of warriors. If you have one or two, if there's a Tyrael and ETC in the other team, pick up Giant Killer. You need the damage to be able to tear through those high HP pools. However, for everything else, Frost Shot is going to be your best bet. Now, it's going to let your multi-shot slow enemies by about 20% for 2 seconds. This allows you to be super flexible and add a bit more utility onto your build. Taking a look at Tier 16 now. My recommendation is going to be Tumble for newer players. Now, anyone that's experienced in the game is going to say, well, Blood for Blood or Stone Skin are going to be better. I agree. For brand new players, the two charges of Vault and Tumble are going to be what saves your life throughout the game. Now, Bolt of the Storm you would pick up at level 20 here for your Storm talents if we did not pick up Tumble at 16. Also, Nexus Frenzy is a very good talent. However, for this build, I am recommending that you pick up Vengeance. This is going to allow your Strafe to shoot penetrating bolts. So every time you hit something, it's going to hit whatever is also behind that target. It's going to increase your damage. It's going to make your life a bit easier, and it's just the easiest thing to pick up for newer players. My name is RidlyGT for Drunken Rhino Gaming. Please feel free to subscribe and check out all of our other videos.